Go ahead, guys.
So, Coach, how disappointing is it to drop this game in that fashion?
I mean, of course we're disappointed because we lost. I think it's more we got to understand, when the reps that we take in practice mean something, and we got to make sure that we're understanding that so that we can be able to step up and knock down a shot when we need to.
Obviously, I know you would take Allison scoring 34 points in any game, but did it feel like at points you guys were maybe a little too reliant on her tonight?
Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, when your shot's not falling, got to go back to what's working, but we still needed, just to knock down, I'm going to say 2 more of those wide open shots that we got opportunities from. If that, whoever that might come from, but to be able to just knock down so then they release a little bit more. But I understand why. If I'm not making a shot, I'd go back to what's working too. But at the same time, you need that, a little bit of that, both sides of it to be able to be successful.
Defensively, did you feel like you did what you needed to win the game, holding them to 39%?
Yeah, when you look at, if you would have told me that, we held 21 to 20 points, I was hoping we'd keep her right around 18. So giving her 20, I'm thinking, yeah, we did. Kind of lost 30 and 32 just a couple times, but in the big picture, I thought we did what we were supposed to do on the defensive end. And it really comes down to, knocking down a couple more shots.
You mentioned Emma there. Obviously, her and Allison were voted as co-players of the year in the Mountain West. Can you just speak to that matchup a little bit tonight?
Yeah, I mean, obviously 2 really good players, and what both teams are obviously constantly looking at, to make a play, and credit to both of them because they made plays when they needed to. And I know for CSU, their offense goes through her, and for us, our offense goes through Al. So that just shows you how important those 2 players are for each of their teams, respectively.
How do you explain the shooting effort? I mean, your girls have been on a hot streak. Do you think that they were maybe a little tight coming into this game?
Never know. Never know. We shot the ball really, really well in practice. So, that's one of those that, I hate to use excuses, but yeah, we're under the weather. Could it affect it? Could. We've been, this is the 3rd game in 7 days. Could, but I'm not going to use those excuses. I'm going to go, those are seniors that have shown me they're capable of making those shots, and tonight they didn't fall.
You said some players are unhealthy. Is that Emma in particular? Is she under the weather?
Yeah, we got a handful of them. Yep, we got the flu. The flu is going through us, no doubt.
50 rebounds tonight. Cowgirls lead the rebound contest, 32 roughly for the Rams. But 2 occasions in the second half, there were occasions where 3 players not following the shot, not going to the board. You were within 3 points. Could have made the difference. Is that focus? Is that execution? Just
a little bit of both. I mean, we're usually not a team that's going to crash the rebounds too hard because we rely on our defense and getting back and getting set. But we did make a change there in the second half of crashing, and probably a little bit of just going back to not being used to it. And forgetting where I did think we had a couple opportunities to grab one, but that's more of a coaching on me one. We're not an offensive rebounding team because we put so much and do such a great job on the defensive end.
Does it feel like there was ever a point in this game where they kind of realized that Allison was going to get hers at that point, and they just adopted the mindset of we're not going to let anybody else beat us?
I don't think so, because they still sagged off us all the way till the end. Unless it was in that last 45 seconds, then maybe. But up until that last 45 seconds, there still was players out there that weren't being guarded because they were double teaming Al. So I don't know if that was the mindset because they knew, if we get it into her, it was almost an automatic 2 points.
How would you like to see your team rebound, I guess, going forward here? Now 0-2 against UNLV and Colorado State. As you look ahead, how would you like your team to
be ready for the next game? That's all we talk about. So now our focus is on San Jose, and we turn the page to them. We can't underlook anybody on the schedule, so we only take it 1 game at a time, and now it's switching over to San Jose.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.